What is the best test for detecting alcohol use in the first trimester?
That's a really good question. I'm glad we got that one. You know, what we're talking about here today, we're talking about detecting the problem after it happened. And in one of my public health classes, prevention classes, they talked about going upstream on the problem. So instead of throwing this life raft in the river for all these people drowning in the river, we need to go upstream to the bridge and fix the bridge so they don't fall in, right? And so I think it would be a wonderful opportunity to use a number of relatively new tools that are not being used, to the best of my knowledge, in the well baby visits. And the ones that are available now are ETG and ETS, ethyl glucuronide, ethyl sulfate in urine. That gives you basically a 2 to 3 day detection window. So that has some obvious limitations there. The next test that's available is phosphatidylethanol, and you can do that in whole blood, and you're already pulling a ton of blood to do all kinds of different analyses. Pop a gray tube in, capture the blood, send it in. You get a decent 2 to 4 week detection window for binge drinking. It's going to be less if there's less drinking involved, but at least you can kind of start that conversation if it comes up positive without getting into how much they were drinking. But it's like, hey, maybe we need to cut this back and let's follow this up. But that early intervention and the SBIR, you know, RT, short, brief intervention referral to treatment, could be super effective in the first trimester. But having some objective data on top of and the last one that would be available is ethyl glucuronide in hair. That one tends to have more of an issue with like cosmetic treatment of the hair. And so that has a huge limitation there. But if there's no cosmetic treatment, you can do that. You can do fingernails for ethyl glucuronide. But to the point of the question, there are a number of long-term alcohol biomarkers that are very specific for ethanol that could be used in a setting for short, brief intervention and referral to treatment, SBIRT. But I don't think there's any research that's showing the effectiveness of it. So the person that has the question of how you can get in touch to proceed with research, joe.jones@usdtl.com. I'd love to talk to you about that. And because there's just so much to be done in this area that's just not being done. And we would love to participate in that.